Well, the first thing we want to talk about is the social media cleanse.
Oh, the social media cleanse.
How we're
Yeah.
basically off social media for 6 weeks.
6 weeks starting New Year's Eve. So that was great. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like
was awesome.
being off of social media was amazing. At first it was hard. Like
Yeah.
New Year's Eve was the night that we did it. I thought we were gonna do it New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And then New Year's Eve, like at 8 p.m.,
I
you were
kinda
like,
jumped
oh,
the
I'm
gun.
going to start deleting stuff. And I was like, wait a minute.
Exactly,
I was
yeah.
nervous about midnight. Like, I wasn't ready. But then, like, you put on the pressure by
I
just
feel
deleting
like you just got to
everything.
rip the Band-Aid off on
You
it.
do.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to, when it comes to doing something like that.
So I just kind of followed your lead. And I was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I definitely want to delete all this stuff.
Exactly. So,
And then we did. And then it was like, okay, I think the next day I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need this.
well, it was harder to do it for which app? Like Facebook or Instagram?
Oh, Facebook was easy.
Facebook's the easiest one to get rid of.
Tucker,
Facebook's my most annoying like
I
app,
hate
think.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I really hate Facebook. I just have it for family and like keeping in touch with friends and emergencies because you don't really know what's going on in the world with your friends, like or people that you know,
Yeah.
unless you're on Facebook.
I know. Basically, like, it's just for family to keep up with them. And actual pushing of any like project that you're doing is not really going to get a lot of like
No, people don't like what you
traction
do on Facebook.
anymore, like it used to. It used to like you could go viral on it, but now it's not really where it's.
It's
at.
more
Like,
for like people who have families and like regular life things going
Yeah.
on, not for more like the creative type people. People don't really care about what you create on Facebook. They kind of do. They kind of like, yeah, good for you.
Yay.
But not really. But if you
Yeah.
have kids and you're like going to places and like that gives suggestions to other families who have kids and things, I think that's great for them. That's the way they network. We just don't have kids. And
Yeah.
so I'm just kind of like, it's cute, but
It's not really. Yeah.
Something
They don't
they-
care though.
Yeah.
They don't identify with us like that. We're trying to do something. You know.
do creative things.
do
in
creative
life.
things with our lives. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like, nah, it's good though. Overall, like my mental health is like totally better now from being off Facebook for 6 weeks. Like it's recalibrated some things up there. Like that was just distractions or just demotivating things like about social media, you
Yeah.
know, that like prevented me from doing what I needed to do during a day or like
Yeah.
wasting time just looking at a screen for no
Right.
reason, just mindless scrolling. And that was gone when we deleted the apps.
The relief.
Yeah.
Man, even just talking about it just gives me like this like calming
Yeah.
vibe.
Big time. No.
The mental health part, especially for me, since my mom passed away in August. If any of
Yeah.
y'all don't know, my mom passed away 6 months ago. So that was like really, really, really difficult for me. And then like watching social media, especially around the holidays, I think it was like everybody with their parents and their families, and like I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to hate on it either, but it makes you feel like, oh, I really don't have this. And or people are angry at each other and you're kind of thinking like, well, why are you angry
Was
at your
that the
parents?
initial reason for it? Because really it was your idea to do that.
Yeah, I had been wanting to do it
Yeah.
since my mom passed away.
Yeah. And so that became the motivator.
Yeah, but and then we got married in December.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I know people are going to want to see the photos and, stuff like that. And people are going to need to be in contact. And that's kind of like, how we were keeping in contact with everybody who was going to the wedding.
Yeah.
And then so when all of that was over, I was just like, okay, I really want to do it New Year's and like start the new year off that way.
Yeah.
So, but it really did help my mental health. And then I started seeing a therapist too. So that was even better. That was another buffer.
Yeah.
But without the social media of like scrolling and seeing what other people were doing with their lives, I can finally just like sit in my life and continue to heal and go to the gym and listen to like my favorite podcasts